Hey everybody, Meteorologist Alex Williams here with you in the Weather Impact Center. Today was actually a pretty nice day. And you know what? We managed to actually squeeze out some rain. And we desperately do need that across the area. Most of us getting about a trace. And I'll show you the totals map for the rain. It's just not that impressive. But we still managed to be quite comfortable today. It was a very nice day across the region as well. Let's jump right into it. So there's your highs today, upper 60s to lower 70s, not bad. So average for this time of year is 73 degrees, and we were a couple degrees off the pace of that. And so that's a 68. The actual high today, I just realized, is 70. And I'll show you that here as we look at a pretty time lapse here from Winston-Salem. A really nice day. We did have clouds move in. And that also brought a few showers. That is a secondary cold front that came through. And you can see that we actually hit 70 degrees today. So that was a bust on my side of things. I thought we were going to be cooler in the mid-60s, maybe some of that cloud cover coming through, but it didn't come through until later on in the day, and we still managed to jump up to about 70 degrees at 2 o'clock in the afternoon before things started to cool off. So I don't think everybody's complaining, right? I'm the only one complaining because I missed the mark today. Wasn't within the 3-degree guarantee, but hey, you win some, you lose some. That's how it goes in weather forecasting. Mid-20s to upper 20s as far as wind gusts today. So it was breezy across the area. And so the other fun thing that we had today was, believe it or not, another earthquake. That's just kind of crazy to talk about, that we're talking about this many earthquakes in such a short amount of time occurring in the same area. There's got to be something behind that, right? There's something that's causing that earthquake activity. And so I've been doing some research on it, and there's two theories that I think have about equal weight as far as what's causing these. First of all, the earthquake itself occurred at just before 8 o'clock this morning, 2 miles deep into the Earth's crust, and a magnitude 2.0. So I want to zoom in here and show you. This is Randleman, right? We're in Randolph County. And between I-73 and I-74 is actually Lake Randleman. So there is a reservoir that exists here just north of Randleman called Lake Randleman, right? And I was looking at some of the data and seeing how much water has it lost because of the prolonged drought. And honestly, they have not lost that much water in the lake. So that kind of takes the reservoir-induced seismic activity out of it. I think something that could cause it as well, and have studies that kind of talk about supporting this as far as a theory, is the fact that our groundwater is critically low. You know that. Farmers know that especially. They're trying to dig wells now to try to reach some of that groundwater because it's so critically low. We need to refill our groundwater. But in instances of prolonged drought that really lower the ground level or groundwater tables, I should say, there are studies that show that maybe that leads to some shifts in area faults, and because of the weight that water brings, you can get some of the triggers there to be caused by prolonged drought. So I think that's probably more likely, although I think it's still interesting that those little earthquakes, the epicenter of them, are occurring right next to Lake Randleman. So we'll see. Well, I just continue to dig into. Those are the two leading theories right now in my mind, and I'll be putting an article together for that for WFMY. For our website, WFMYnews2.com. So here's our current conditions. We're in the upper 60s to lower 70s. Pretty nice if it remained that way. But when the sun sets, it's going to get cold, and real cold. We're talking forecast lows falling to around freezing for some of our friends and neighbors, especially up into the north. So say up to Surrey County and into Stokes County. I got to visit the state park up there, Hanging Rock State Park. Really, really nice. There's Reedsville there, Rockingham County, and Caswell County. Also looking at some of those very, very cold temperatures right around freezing, and then up into the mountains. Because of that, there are freeze warnings that will go into effect late tonight. And then the rest of us are under frost advisories because the wind is expected to die off tonight. That dead calm wind, and the very, very cold temperatures coming in could create frost. So maybe be prepared to scrape your vehicle's windshields in the morning if that's a possibility. And then also you want to protect your plants too. So those are those frost advisory. The purple here, that's freeze warning. Blue is frost advisories. Both could bring impacts to your plants, obviously. So we're getting into the frost, from patchy frost to frost likely, and we want to protect our plants because, again, you put time, effort, and money into your garden, and you want to protect those sensitive blooms. So we're talking about watering your plants during the day. That's just a better idea. Anyways, we're not talking the peak heating. We're talking watering your plants during the morning hours or late at night. That's the best time to use what water we do still have, and to have it be maximized for helping your plants. So you want to cover up your plants at night with a fabric. You never want to use plastic. That'll burn your plants, especially as the sun comes up. And take that light sheet or blanket, put them on the plants tonight, go to bed, wake up after sunrise, take them off, let the plants breathe, and they'll be fine. The blanket will trap enough heat to disrupt the formation of frost on your plants. And so that's what you need to do tonight. Then after that, we're talking warmer weather. So pretty nice day tomorrow as well. I think it'll be about the same, upper 60s, lower 70s as we go through the day tomorrow. I have us in the upper 60s. After that little bit of frost into the morning, we're warming things up into the 80s by the time we get into our Wednesday, and by Thursday into the lower to middle 80s. How much rain are we talking about here over the next couple of days? And don't hold your breath. We'll just put it that way. It's not going to be a whole lot. We are not going to see a whole lot to help us as far as ending some of this drought, at least through this week. Now, I do want to talk about this. So ending out the month, we do look to end on a little bit of a warmer stretch. As far as warmer than average, you can see we're in that 40% chance of being warmer than average. Normal for this time of year is in the 70s. And so we might be a few degrees warmer than that. And then I do want to show you this, though. Makes me so happy to see all that green on there and chances of being above average for rainfall for in quite some time, right? We haven't seen those rain chances, and the reason why is we've had that Bermuda high that's been protecting the southeast and keeping the rain chances away. And that has subsided, kind of shrunk a little bit back off to the east, and that means we're going to see more rain, potentially by the weekend. Back to the mid-80s as we go into our Friday and into our Saturday as well. So the warmth returns, and then we'll cool down this weekend with some rain chances on the horizon. We'll be back here in just a few minutes with Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich from WCNC in Charlotte. See you then.